Welcome to English Listening for Life. This isn't just a place to practice English, it's a place to think in English, to feel English, to grow while you listen. In today's story, you're going to follow someone who finally decided to do something they had been avoiding for a long time. And like real life, it's not perfect, it's not easy, but it's real. So take a deep breath, relax, and just listen. Let's begin. I had been thinking about going to the gym for a while, not because I wanted to, but because I felt like I had to. I was getting tired more easily. My body felt heavy even doing simple things. And every time I caught my reflection somewhere, I'd think, man, I really need to do something. But still I kept putting it off. There was always a reason. I was tired, or busy, or just didn't feel like it. But that day felt different. I don't know why. I just woke up and thought, alright, I'm going. No big plan, no idea what I was going to do there. I just didn't want to keep avoiding it. When I got there, I almost turned around. From the outside, it didn't look like much, but as soon as I walked in, everything felt different. There were people everywhere. Some were lifting weights, some were running, some were talking like they had been there 100 times. And me, I just stood there for a second. I didn't know where to go. I didn't know what to do first. I tried to act normal, like I belonged there, but I didn't. So I started walking, slowly, looking around like I was trying to figure something out. But honestly, I was just lost. I saw all these machines, and I had no idea how any of them worked. I didn't want to ask. I didn't want to look like I had no clue. So I just kept walking, pretending. At one point, I stopped in front of a machine. It looked simple enough. I sat down and adjusted the seat, or at least I tried to. I wasn't even sure if I was doing it right. I looked around quickly just to see if anyone was watching. I think someone was. That made it worse. I grabbed the handles and did a few slow reps. They felt weird. Not wrong, but not right either. After a few seconds, I stopped. I just sat there, pretending I was resting. But really, I was thinking, what am I doing here? For a moment, I thought about leaving. Just getting up, walking out, and pretending this never happened. No one would care, no one would even notice, but something in me did let me move. So I stayed. Still not knowing what I was doing, but I stayed. After a while, I told myself, just do something. Not everything, just something. So I picked a different machine. This time, I didn't overthink it as much. I sat down, adjusted again, a little better than before. Then I started. Slow, simple, nothing special. I didn't try to look good. I didn't try to do it perfectly. I just kept going. A few reps, then a few more. It still felt a bit awkward, but not as much as before. At some point, I stopped looking around so much. I wasn't thinking about everyone else anymore. I was just focused on what I was doing. And that helped. A lot. I was starting to feel a little better. Not confident, really, but less lost. So I tried another machine. I sat down and just went for it. But something felt off. Still, I kept going. Then I heard someone next to me. Hey, you might want to stop. I froze. He pointed at the machine. You're doing it wrong. You can hurt your shoulder. I felt my face get warm. Oh, okay, I said. Is this your first time? He asked. Yeah, I said, laughing a little. He adjusted the seat and showed me quickly. Try now. I did. It felt way better. Yeah, that's much better, I said. He nodded. If you're not sure, ask the trainer. It's safer. Got it, I said. And just like that, he went back to his workout. But that moment stayed with me. Not because I got it wrong, but because someone helped and didn't make it a big deal. And somehow, that made me feel a little less out of place. So when I finished, I didn't stay much longer. I was tired. Not just physically, just tired. But in a good way. As I walked out, I thought about why I came in the first place. It wasn't about looking better overnight. It wasn't about doing everything right. I just didn't want to keep going the way I was. I could feel it already, getting tired too fast, avoiding small things, feeling uncomfortable in my own body. And deep down, I knew where that was going. If I didn't change something, it was only going to get worse. That thought stayed with me. And yeah, there were moments I wanted to leave, moments I felt completely out of place. But I didn't. I stayed. And that mattered more than anything I did in there. It wasn't perfect, it wasn't pretty, but it was a start. And this time, I knew it'd come back.